a new top tier, S tier, has entered the ring. And it's the thing. Check my watch. It's almost clobbering time. Because we're going to be playing more Thing going forward. And you should too. Here's why. The Thing is an easy like elo booster. Like you just pick him. Like actually just pick him. Because in previous seasons, well, he hasn't been out that long. But technically, yeah, in previous seasons, season 2 and season 1, when he first came out, he was kind of alright. You know, he was pretty good. People thought, you know, he's like maybe like A tier, B tier, something like that. Like nothing crazy, not like pick or ban, but like pretty strong. And now he's become unbelievable with, first of all, people are just better at playing him, and he has gotten a buff to he got a new ability, but also a buff to his Stone Haymaker. Now, if you don't know how you're actually supposed to be playing the Thing, I guess I could go into that, but the general, like, simple TLDR is his regular hit, the jab, the regular, like, 2 jab that just does a couple hits. If you see the clips in the background, you're going to see I don't even do it once. Literally, not once, because the main attack you're supposed to be using is actually not the Rocky jab. It's the Stone Haymaker, the one where he charges it up. That basically does almost as much damage as, or I mean, almost around the same amount of damage as just a 1-2 punch. It's almost around the same damage, right? It actually takes kind of a little longer, you could say. So you're like, well, what's the point then? It does around the same damage, and you know, maybe like a little more, you could say, right? It does a little bit more damage. But even though it does a little bit more damage, you're like, well, it's slow though. Yeah, it does a little more damage, but it's slow. Sure, we get that. Maybe that's not great. But the thing is, it gives him bonus health. It gives him 50 bonus health every time he uses it. So if he's consistently using it, he gets a lot of bonus health over and over and over. Also, it has a bunch of range, so it does more damage than the regular attack. Again, not by much, but it does do more damage, and it has more range, and it gives you bonus health. So over time, you could use the regular hits, but you're going to realize as you're getting walloped over and over and over again, people are walking out of your range, and the Haymaker makes you go closer, and you're going to realize, wait a second, it gives me 50 health every time. I'm going to consistently keep having this health. So I now all the time have a bomb in my hand that makes me have longer range and gives me bonus health at all times. There's no reason not to use it. If you use a regular attack at this point, you might as well be trolling. You might as well be trolling. You might as well, bro. Let's be real. So that's why you'll see me not ever using it. But not only that ability we're talking about right now got even stronger. So not only does the Stone Haymaker, I'm trying to make sure I say their names. Why not? The Stone Haymaker, not only does it do a lot of damage and has all those properties of, you know, giving you like longer range, giving you health, and also just, you know, of course, more damage, but it also now hits enemies out of the air. And when you knock down flying enemies, there's a specific way it does it, and it's kind of hard to get it, you know, fully every time. But when you knock them down, they kind of go right down in your face, especially as the Thing. They're now in your face, so you can hit them again, and they have to fly back up now, right? So he can now deal with flyers, and he has his new ability, of course, to actually get up there, which is now called Battle Blitz. That's the name of the ability. And what's funny is, it's basically like the similar version to Battle Leap, but instead of giving, you know, an ally damage reduction, you just give it to yourself, but you go to the enemy. And when the game first like had the update and Battle Blitz was added, it's a small thing, but I noticed all abilities are usually like full caps from what I see, but for Battle Blitz, it actually wasn't full caps when it released, and they seem to have updated that now that I look at it in a recent patch. So when it first dropped, Battle Blitz was it was basically a typo, you could say. It was his only ability that did not have full uppercase, and then they just edited it. They're like, oh wait, whoops, we forgot to do that. but they can add abilities to people now, and or even things now. They can add abilities to things now, and it makes us always so much stronger because he can go up to them, right? Use that ability to go to basically you just get to go to wherever you want to go. Technically, not technically. Okay, in theory. I'm sorry, in theory. But you are just going to an enemy, being aggressive, and they can't escape you. If they're a support, too bad. They can't. Usually, if you wanted to get to a support, what you had to do is run in with your Yancey Street Charge, and that has kind of a long cooldown at 10 seconds. It's not super long, but it's decently long. So you kind of wanted to save your one other movement ability, but now you get to kind of go at them in 2 ways. So you go in with Yancey Street Charge, and if they already got away from that somehow, or they're like as they're slowly running away, because they can't really move that fast in that anyway, as they're slowly running away, you can come towards them with Battle Blitz and immediately hit them with a big wallop on their head top. And the main thing is also with the ability, like when you go towards them, you can charge up your Haymaker. You can charge it up as you're like flying towards them. And that's why you get to hit them out of the air, right? That's kind of how it's meant to be. You hit them out of the air by charging it up and then jumping at them. It's specifically timed as well. And it makes us... And it's another reason why this ability is so much better than his regular Rocky Jab. I do have Rocky Jab like able to be done. I put it on a button, but I changed my regular attack button to the Haymaker, so I use that more. I very rarely actually use the Rocky Jab, like I said. I know others use it and they think it's fine, but it's usually no actual reason to use it like 90% of the time. So that's another thing is his ultimate has always been good, but now it's even better because you can go towards them, like I said, with the new ability that makes you leap towards the enemy, and then you can leap to a support and then immediately ult them, and then guess what? Because you used that ability to get in, and now you still probably have your Yancey Street Charge, you can just use that so that now they can't even move. So the combo you're doing is you're using, I'm gonna use the names of them. I'm trying to do it. Use Battle Blitz to go in, charge up the Stone Haymaker while you do it, because you might as well get a hit off while you're going in anyway. Use your ultimate, and then use Yancey Street Charge right after for extra damage, and so they can't get away even more. That, or you can stun them with your ultimate, and your stun lasts a certain amount of time. So after your stun's over with, and it doesn't last too long, let's be real, you could probably get like maybe one hit off, I'd say, literally one. So the thing is, you want to actually just go in and then get that one hit off and then do the charge, pretty much. So let me say it again in its entirety. You go in with your Battle Blitz while holding a Stone Haymaker, and then once you're in, by the way, he should have had Battle Blitz from the start. It made sense in his kit. He needed it. But you go in with Battle Blitz, hold Stone Haymaker, and then use your ultimate right after, because you already did a decent amount of damage. You use your ultimate, and then you hit them one more time with the Stone Haymaker. You could try Rocky Jab if you're like really you're like scared to use the Haymaker, like you won't have enough time, but you should have enough time to use your Haymaker. So use your Haymaker. Don't even worry about the jab. Go ahead if you want to, but like you shouldn't even worry about it. Go and use your Haymaker after you use the ultimate, and then last but not least, you use the Yancey Street Charge, and that will do damage, knock them up, and then you hit them with another Stone Haymaker. Pretty much you're just holding the Stone Haymaker the whole time, pretty much, and just pressing on Battle Blitz, ultimate, and then Yancey Street Charge, just using all of your abilities. But you do that, you'll probably see me do that in the clips in the background. I don't know how many times you'll see me do that, but I do that one pretty often, or something similar to it. But I'd say I'm a pretty decent or even pretty good Thing player. I personally believe I could play him at eternity level. I have not played him at eternity level. But I do believe I can. I haven't gotten to Eternity. I should be able to get there soon, but I got close to it. I got to Celestial, but not Eternity. Close enough. Close enough. I was playing with Eternity players before, so at least that's something. I've played with them and against them, so I mean that's at least something. But I would very comfortably say that I play him at a pretty high level. So that's why I'm trying to tell you that. I did give you tips in this video. I said I wouldn't give you tips, and that's funny because I literally just gave you tips. Point is, he's really fun to play. All of his stuff, all of his kit is so much better. He's top tier. He beats almost everything now. There's no reason not to play him. He beats flyers. If there's a flyer on the enemy team, I'm picking him now. Like he was one of the characters I couldn't deal with flyers in particular. Like he really couldn't deal with them. One of the few that couldn't. Though most tanks struggle against him anyway. But he's now the flyer killer, and he's always been good against dive. Trust, bro. BP is coming at you. Go at it. The amount of times I kill Spider-Man and he thinks he can get away too, but with this new ability that lets you go towards them, now you have so many ways to chase people down. It fills all those weaknesses you had before. Of course, he still has the weakness of like snipers, but the thing is, the thing is, you can still beat them by just using natural cover. It's something that I hope you'll see in my clips as well, that I use that. But yeah, using natural cover is also good. And there's times, maybe there is some in the clips that you saw, that I will use natural cover to basically just use my Haymaker around the wall so that I can deal damage while just using natural cover. It's just a standard thing that you do as any character really, but it's something that he especially wants to do because he has no shield. So you want to do that a lot. And you also want to, of course, if they have like a lot of snipers, you want to be hiding behind walls all the time, but also going in you know, not just continuously hiding behind, but going in and getting out. And that works so well for this meta right now because so many characters are like really strong that are, you know, like dive characters like BP and Spider-Man stronger. And, you know, the magics are being played and super strong. You know, there's so many of these characters being played. You even got like Squirrel Girl, and you're really good against like so many characters because the thing about Squirrel Girl, you're not worried about her because you don't have to sit back as like some backline like Magneto or something, or like Strange, and be like, oh, I can't do anything to her. I have to shoot at her, but she can just be a long range and just do whatever she wants to the rest of my team. No, you dive her, right? You can actually dive her. So you can block her as Magneto, don't get me wrong, but or a Mag. But you or Mag, what am I talking about? I'll tell you, I'm tired, I'm sorry. Magneto or Mag, however you want to say his name. No, I meant to say Strange or Mag. But overall, the thing is going to have a much better time because he doesn't care about, you can stun him, but you can't move him. There's a Thor on the enemy team. Can't move me. Oh, there's a Jeff. Can't throw me off with, you got to go off yourself too. Like I said, there's a sniper like a Squirrel Girl or a Hella or something. Okay, I'm coming at you, bro. You can't escape me. There's a diver. You can't escape. There's a flyer. You're going to die. For some reason, a Black Widow. She's going to do no damage because you're going to be in her face. And when you're in her face, she can't really do nothing other than take a couple shots to the face. And then she going to die. Oh, there's a Bucky. Okay, but I will say Bucky and Phoenix though. Bucky and Phoenix are going to be a little crazy. Phoenix just gets free hits on you, and Bucky just gets the free hits on you as well because you have no shield. And Bucky does not like shields because it stops him from doing damage behind the shield, and so does, that's why you play usually Strange into these characters, right? Whenever you find a Strange as Bucky, it's just so annoying. Same with Mag. But then also the same goes for Phoenix, where Phoenix does not want you to just block all her stuff. She doesn't want to have to deal with shields, even Emma's shield. She just doesn't like it. So, because she wants to be able to build her stacks on the enemy. So a thing is perfect. So if you do play like, or if the enemy's playing Phoenix or Bucky, be careful because it's going to be a little tricky. But that's the thing. Even versus those characters, you still have a good chance because versus Bucky, he has his hook, right? But he can't actually pull you with his hook. So he can hook you, but that's really just only going to stun you. So you can actually have a favorable matchup if you just play it right. And same with Phoenix, where sure, yeah, she's going to be a harder matchup than Bucky is, right? But at the same time, you can always just gap close so easily to her that it's going to be a thing where she's going to 100% have the favorable matchup, right? She can go far away, and when you're close, it's going to be a thing where she can still do a lot of damage to you up close. But that's where it's like she may have it favorable, but you still have it's still a skill matchup at the end of the day because you're playing with a team, you're making the right plays, and you can still kind of push her out of her little safe zone by just running up to her. But yeah, it's still going to be tricky, not unwinnable though. But yeah, he is super versatile against literally everything. He's like another really well-rounded character that's like top tier. He's a well-rounded top tier character, just like, for example, Star-Lord, in my opinion, at least. I think he's top tier, a top tier rounder, top tier all-rounder. Same with Magneto. Same with, we were talking about before with Bucky. He's a very good all-rounder character that's very strong. And even same with the new character Phoenix, who's a very strong all-rounder character. So that's pretty good. But yeah, go ahead and play that thing. Here's the thing. Play him today. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know what time it is. Pick him up. He's gonna give you some free ranked wins. You know what I mean? Get it poppin'. But also, if you did like this video, leave a like. I appreciate it. It's amazing that you leave me a like. If you didn't like it though, give me a dislike. Let me know. Be honest. Let your opinion be known. But with that being said, comment down below what you think. Do you think the thing is strong? Do you think he's kind of weak? Do you think he's overly strong? Do you think he's kind of in a good place? Maybe in the middle? What do you think? Do you think, maybe he's bad against a matchup that I missed? Another counter that I somehow missed that is good against him or something? I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Or maybe I said some advice that was wrong. Hey, let me know. With that being said, because a lot of things are being said, subscribe for more W content on the channel. I did miss a day. But you know what happens when I miss a day? I upload 2 in one day, which is why this video is coming out on the same day as I'm recording it. So that's just how it is, because I upload things on the same day if I am late, which I was. So I want to catch up by also uploading twice in the same day. So double upload, go crazy, let's go. But if you want more, hopefully actually daily content, subscribing will be a W for you. But watch the video on the screen now. I know you want to. Yeah, do it. Watch it. I bet it's amazing.